What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Red Devil Circle, guys. I don't know if any of you are watching the Euros right now, but man, it is so exciting. Like France is just beating Belgium, and I was just up early watching that, and it's just insane the amount of talent the Euros produce. I can't understand watching Copa America over the Euros. Like the Euros is way more competitive, so much talent to watch out there. And God, I don't know if any of you watched this game, but N'Golo Kante, my God, like that guy is such a baller. Like the ground he covers and just the passes he makes, he's always making himself available in play. I've never seen a midfielder play that much, run his ass that much. And I wasn't expecting that, but he's one of the players that have really stepped up in this tournament. Anyway, I digress. But let's get into what we were initially here for. Um, we're gonna talk about the signing of Dan Ashworth to the board, and also the daily rumors is seemingly going very strong. So yeah, we're gonna start with the daily rumors because this is a fantastic player, guys, and if we can get him, I'll be so impressed. It's we're in serious talks with Matthias Delete right now, so there's every possibility that we're gonna sign this player, which is freaking amazing. But look, guys, take a second and drop a like on this video before we get into it. Take a second and subscribe to the channel as well. Let's keep growing our Manchester United fan community. But yeah, that's it, guys. Let's get into it. We're gonna start with the delete rumors. Just real quickly. So this is just recently breaking from Chris Wheeler. By the way, if you haven't been following the news, I think about 2 days ago, we've been in talks with Delhi for about 2 days right now, and the talks have been progressing exponentially. It's been very good, and I think about yesterday we reached a point where we've already agreed terms with Delhi's entourage. We've agreed personal terms with him. The player wants to come. There's also rumors he's spoken to Ten Hag and whatnot. So it's already advanced, hella advanced actually. But it's now breaking in recent hours, or in the last few minutes, or last 20 minutes or so from Chris Wheeler, that the talks between the Ligt and Bayern Munich, I think that's how you say it, is progressing very well, which is the latter stages of this deal. You have the talks with the player, and once you figure that out, you also have to have talks with the club before you're able to sign the player, which is like the last stage of the signing. So if you can agree terms with the player and then agree terms with the club, then the deal is pretty much done. So yeah, the Chris Wheeler has come out and say that talks are progressing for Delete with Bayern, and they're close to agreeing a fee of £42 million with add-ons. That's the fee being thrown around there. So yeah, I guess it's left for us to see if Bayern is going to take that money for Matthias Elite. I mean, I don't know how much he's done for Bayern so far, but what I can tell you is that he's an incredible player, very incredible player. If you'd watched, I think it was a 2018, the Champions League, 2018 or so, where you had the lead Van de Beek and the guy at Barcelona right now, the young, they're just ballers. I think that was one of the epitome of talent that Ajax had produced, and he was part of that team. And if you haven't watched Daily, you need to go watch his highlights right now. He's good in the air. He's good. passing. He's good in the ground. He's good in tackles. He's good in standing tackles, sliding tackles. He's a brilliant player. He's a force of nature. If and he's young. He's 24. It's gonna be an amazing buy. If obviously if God imagine pairing the Ligt and Licha. That's if Licha stays fit. If Licha stays fit and you're pairing the Ligt with Licha. God, that's an amazing backline, guys. I mean, we don't really imagine Everton. I can't get my words out right this morning, but Everton trying to force us to pay 70 million for Branthwaite when we can get Delete, which is so much of an improvement for cheaper. Delete is levels, guys, levels above. There's a reason Bayern bought him right from Juve. Delete is a baller, and to get him at the age of 24 and looking for a new experience, I guess he didn't completely work out quite well at Bayern. I don't think they won the I don't think they won the league. No, they obviously they didn't win it, right? It was Zabi Alonso's team who won it this year. So yeah, it's just we're getting such a massive improvement, and probably a player that's going to be fired up, rejoining a manager that he's already played for, in Eric Ten Hag, and he's going to be fired up to make this new experience better than the one than his previous experience at Bayern. It hasn't gone as well as he should have went. He should have been winning a lot of titles with that team, playing a lot of minutes, but that hasn't happened. So he's gonna be coming here to right a lot of wrongs that's gone on in his past few years of being at Bayern and coming into the Premier League. This is gonna be fantastic. I'm so excited about the signing for a lot of reasons, but I'm just gonna shut up about it and just move on because there's more to talk about. And with that, we're gonna move on to the Dan Ashworth deal, right? But before I talk about the Dan Ashworth deal, guys, just take a look at this board. Let me see if my speaker's still on. Okay, yeah, because I haven't charged it. But take a look at this board, footballing board, right? The Manchester United footballing board right now. This is how it looks. Omar Berada, CEO, the Chief Executive Officer. Dan Ashworth, which we've just got, and it's been official in recent hours, in the last hour or so, that he's the sporting director of Manchester United. It's official, and then Jason Wilcox as the technical director. Guys, like this is brilliant. The Indians have put in a lot of work into this. They've refused to bulge in the sense that Newcastle wanted 20 million initially for Dan Ashworth just because of the knowledge he has and the things he's done for Newcastle. They didn't want him to go for cheap. And we've dragged this deal along the mud for so long that Newcastle had to give up. And Jesus Christ, did they give him up for way less than 20 million? And I'm going to read all that to you. But alright, guys. Suffered a little bit of technical difficulties there, but I'm just gonna make this quick because I'm not sure where I'm at having memory space. But yeah, speaking on to MUFC TV, Dan Ashworth has mentioned. This is a summary of what he said. It's not word for word, but he says the major thing about his role coming to Manchester United is understanding where everyone fits, what's going well and what's not, and the gaps that has to be filled in able to be able to bring things together. Um, he's also mentioned quite clearly that lots of things needs to be done in the transfer window, which he's going to be concentrating on in the next 3 months. Um, He's also mentioned that his job is about understanding the medical department, the academy, loans, in terms of player loans, the women's team, which is very pivotal that he had mentioned that because with Mary Earps leaving the Manchester United female goalie, um, with her leaving and mentioning that she's not sure about the role the boys is going to play and how serious they are in terms of working on the women's team, and with the miles, and let's say with how much the women's team have done, with how much they've achieved in the past few years, it wouldn't be right to just neglect the women's team. And Sir Jim Ratcliffe's statements a couple of weeks ago had made it seem like he's neglecting the women's team in general. So the fact that he's coming and mentioned the women's team as part of what he's going to be working on is just brilliant from Dan Ashworth, and it's gonna it's gonna create a lot of calm in terms of in terms of sorry, I have one eye on the Portugal game right here after just watching the Belgian game. It's all chaos, but let's get back to what's important right now. But in terms of creating a calm and making sure that no one's feeling left out, especially the women's team. Just imagine what they'll be thinking with the statements Sergeant Radcliffe had made a few weeks ago about the men's team being the most important. And so yeah, Dan Ashworth coming into the his first press conference and making the statements that he's going to be focusing on the women's team as well. That's just brilliant. And he also says he's going to focus on other things across the remit of the sporting director. Moving on, he also mentioned that the two important things he's going to be taking care of as a Manchester United sporting director. It's understanding and knowing the staff, knowing how the club functions and the culture, and then helping drive the transfer window in the next 3 months, which is very vital right now in terms of the timing in which he's coming as the sporting director. So yeah, that's brilliant, guys. That's brilliant. And also, it goes without saying that Newcastle accepted way less than they had initially wanted to get for Dan Ashworth with his knowledge of how their board works and bringing his knowledge into Manchester United. They wanted a lot more for that, but like I said, we've dragged this through the mud and we've made them, we've made them bulge. We've made them accept way less than the 20 million they way less than 20 million that they initially wanted for Dan Ashworth. According to the Sun, we ended up paying around £6 million is the fee that is being that has been circulated around for Dan Ashworth. So I think that's brilliant. That we've managed to pay way less, but that's not important for me as a fan. I want to see us, now getting to the transfer window and getting things done. But yeah, this is brilliant, guys. The daily rumors, then signing Dan Ashworth this past week and coming to this new week is just looking brilliant for Manchester United fans right now. So hopefully we can get that daily deal done, so it's not just a fantasy dream, and we can also get the midfield sorted out because that's very important, and get the outgoings, sorted out. Yeah. So hopefully we can get all those things sorted out. So we could get into the preseason with something solid, and yeah. There's also talks that we're advancing in the we're advancing in talks with the striker from Bologna, Xerxes, that's his name, and also we're advancing in talks with Manuel Gatti from PSG. So these are all advancing in talks, which is why I don't really want to dwell on that in this video. But the more serious transfer talks right now is Matthias de Ligt. The other two kind of went cold in the past couple of days, but it's serious that our interest is serious in de Ligt, and apparently we're about to agree a fee with Bayern Munich. So that's just brilliant, guys. And I just want to stop here before the second game of the Euros and give you guys this update. But thank you all for watching. I'm gonna go sort out my memory space right now and make sure the next videos we're gonna be coming out with top notch. But thank you guys for staying on. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good day.